Jacks and Jills, I'm Monsieur Demouy, and this is 3-Minute Meta. In this installment, we are going to cover turnover offense. Unfortunately, for the vast majority of Echo Arena players, turnover offense amounts to a single strategy, clear and boost. And while a coordinated clear and boost strategy is certainly not a bad one, it is also not the only one. Furthermore, there is a fine line between a coordinated clear and boost strategy versus a panic clearing and hoping you have some teammates close enough to chain together quick enough to get to the dish before the other team strategy. Now, of course, a turnover can happen anywhere in the arena, but when we're talking about turnover offense, we are more often than not referring to turnovers that happen in your own zone, typically when the opposing team is attacking your bubble. This is often one of the most difficult areas of the game for a team to practice and become comfortable with. In these moments, when you've just stolen the disc from the other team right at the edge of your own bubble, your deepest instinct is to clear the disc away from trouble. But success in Echo Arena comes down to the choices we make, and a panic clear is not a choice, it's a bad habit. But before we get to choices, the most important part of a turnover offense is communication. When you score that turnover, it should be immediately communicated that you are in transition. This tells your teammates to begin setting up your turnover offense. This is so important because you may only have a few seconds to react in this situation, so the sooner everyone is on the same page, the better. If you're going with a clear and boost strategy, the moment the disc turns over, a pair of players should be linking together to chain after the disc. You should know before the other team when the disc is getting cleared with instructions on where it is headed. They do not need to be overly specific, but just announcing where the disc is heading as you throw it can give your chain the advantage over an opposing chain. Once the disc is cleared, your remaining two players should typically link together and boost downfield so you can set up an attack on the bubble if needed. The common alternative to a clear and boost offense is to set up in a passing formation. This is very much similar to choosing an offensive joust scheme. The moment a turnover happens, your team should start fanning out in an offensive formation looking to set up an attack on mid. What is important here is that everyone has an assignment and knows where they should be going. The specific scheme you choose matters, but not as much as simply having a scheme. In any case, when setting up in this formation, it should also be seen as setting up to attack mid. Where clear and boost is more like an aggressive joust scheme, formation passing on a turnover is generally deploying more of a protect scheme. Passes here should generally be quick, with no one holding the disc for longer than a few moments. If the defense is operating with a chain, there should be an effort to break up or otherwise slow down the attacking chain to clear space enough to get through mid. If the defense is playing with an aggressive man, you need to be winning those 1v1s, otherwise known as your 50-50s, in either slipping in front of your defender or setting them out and leaving them behind. The goal is to move up the field as a unit using your passes to keep the defense off balance. If you are having trouble progressing forward, consider a reset to draw the defense into your zone and then make another attempt with more space in mid. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I've been Monsieur Demouy. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Good afternoon, Jacks and Jills. I'm Monsieur Demouy, and this is 3-Minute Meta. In this installment, we are going to talk about Pop-Tarts. Now, you might be wondering, which flavor of Pop-Tart is the best for my position? And while this is ultimately a subjective decision, you as an individual should do what is best for you. We can identify tendencies. Now, it is somewhat common, you might even say the norm, for teams to unify around a single flavor. And while uniformity can breed cohesion, you wouldn't generally want a four-man team of strikers that were not so great at defense. So that's where we'll start. For strikers, chocolate-flavored Pop-Tarts are going to provide the most direct benefit. As a striker, you will commonly find yourself in stressful situations, and what better way to calm those nerves than with a chocolatey breakfast. The additional sugar content will also provide you with the energy you need to stay in front of that aggressive defense. For midfielders and playmakers, it's really about your style of play. If you're the brawler type, you're going to want to go with blueberry because that's what you tend to dish out, blueberries. Playmakers want to lean more towards cherry or strawberry. These flavors will provide comfort when you come to terms with the middle child nature of your position on the team. And for those of you that are particularly good at those 1v1s and stealing the disc, raspberry, because And finally, for our goalies, for the stay-at-home defenseman style of goalies, s'mores are the go-to flavor. They give that at-home by-the-fireplace feeling for when you're camped out in the backfield. And for our dive goalies and offensive style goalies, cinnamon sugar. The bite from the cinnamon gives you that small slap you require to stay awake and aware of the goal, and the extra sugar content gives you the energy for those small bursts of action you find yourself in periodically. In the end, the flavor you choose is up to you, but consider the benefits of utilizing particular flavors for particular situations. You will generally find that a diversity of flavors on any given team will provide the best overall results within uniformity. As always, thank you very much for watching. I've been been Monsieur Demouy. Please don't take this one seriously. Shout out to the Echo Arena VRML Discord server, The Real Mamba, Princess Luna, Sphinx Dollar, and so many others that will be upset I didn't give a shout out, and have a wonderful day. Good afternoon, Jacks and Jills. I'm Monsieur Demouy, and this is 3-Minute Meta. Let's talk about bubble offense. So you just got your team through mid, and you're now set to attack the bubble. There are two primary formations when attacking the bubble, deep and shallow. In a deep formation, you will typically have your backliner around double diamond or otherwise in the backfield. Two of your forwards will generally be split on either side of the trench, and you'll tend to have a striker somewhere in the bubble putting threat on the goal. The shallow formation is basically just a compressed version of the deep formation, putting the backline on or around bow tie, and with all three forwards either pressing the bubble or putting threat on the goal. The primary purpose of both formations is for the backliner to first draw out a defender, and for your team to press a numbers advantage. The ideal situation would see the backliner disabling this defender and rejoining the play. But even if the backliner gets tangled up, the numbers situation is still better for the offense. When considering the numbers when attacking the bubble, it is fair to consider the goalie as half a body. So even in what otherwise appears to be a 3v3 situation, it is functionally more like a 3v2.5 due to the fact that the goalie is committed to staying in goal but can still dive after cross passes and for 1v1s. So when we're talking about pressing this numbers advantage, it doesn't necessarily mean that the backliner is rejoining the play. So long as the backliner pulls that defender out, the three forwards can press a numbers advantage. Following this logic, however, means that going in 4v4 also presents a numbers advantage, but with so many bodies in the bubble, the spatial advantage will generally go to the defense. With too many bodies in such a small area,
Hello and welcome to VRML2. I am your host, Luke, and with me today is Newton Dad on cams. Huge shout out to him. And what a game we have. It is GenZ against Kraken. We gotta love it. We gotta love these high diamond teams fighting to get into that Challenger Cup. We have Kraken ranked 17th and GenZ ranked 14th. So the 4th seed in diamond trying to break in higher. So GenZ definitely wanting the win, and Kraken wanting the W to boost their performance to get into the Challenger Cup. Let's see who can do it as we start off with the first Joes. It is going to go to the side of, I actually don't know who's on who. I think Kraken is on orange though, as it is going to go GenZ post! No, not in! It is going to bounce back into the neutral zone and into the hands of Tyler. Tyler going back downfield now, but Zeus has something to say about it. Goes, shoots it back right where it came from, and the stack is there to recover. No, just misses it. Yawn now with the disc, just walking around, taking his time as he should. The pass back to Platypus. Platypus looking a bit at a defender. Goes to the pass back to Zeus. Zeus back down to Klex. Klex just looking, taking time. No points on the board. 30 seconds in this game now. Zeus looking to change that. One person upside down there on the Geo is going to try to get the cut pass as the cut's going in. No, but gets stunned. Yawn not quite able to connect as X is going to clear it back down the other way. And can he get the 3? No, it bounces off the Geo, but they are there to recover. 2 points on the board for the side of Kraken. What a game. Definitely what we expect to see from teams of this skill level. Really fast back and forth, really fast stacks, and most importantly, a really close game. How is GenZ going to respond? We're going to find out. Zeus now. Zeus passing it up to Yawn. Yawn clearing it downfield. Not into the hands of anybody, though. It's going to bounce off the Geo and eventually into the hands of Platypus. But Platypus gets stunned for his efforts. Tyler now. Tyler clearing it, but hitting the head and not clearing anybody. But X is there going to be there to recover. Open 3, no. Goalie is back, pressuring, gets lost out of his hands. As it's going to be Platypus now picking up the disc. Back down into the middle area, in the neutral zone, as I like to call it. Tyler now with the disc. Tyler just waiting, biding his time, as the time is on their side, but feeling the pressure as the pass is not good, and no one's there to recover, but it is going to be Platypus. Platypus slapping it downfield, but getting immediately stunned for his efforts. As it's going to go back to the hands of Tyler now. Tyler walking upfield, taking a pass. Pass, not good. Great stunts from both these teams so far. Not letting any of these passes work. That's a long clear. That's a bounce. It's a race. Who's there? No, they just barely miss it. But Klex goes for the long pass. Klex to Zeus. Zeus to Platypus. Platypus saved. Ash on the back line. Last line of defense. Goalie standing on their head as it is going to go back into the hands of Jan, looking to reset the play. Citrus though, long shot, long 3, and it's good! What a shot from 37 meters out. Up 5-0. I'll say that again. Citrus is female. Thank you, Newton Dad. Whispering in my ear. Definitely appreciate it, but what a shot from that 37 meters out. You hate to see it if you are a Gen Z fan, but let me know in the chat who is going to take it, who is going to win. Gwynton, shout out to you for fishing. Gotta love it. We're living the life here. But it is just gonna be Zeus on the back line, just baiting out the player, but no one's biting. No fish there. But Klex is gonna clear it downfield and not into the hands of his teammates. It's gonna go back into the hands of Kraken. But no, turnover again. Platypus up. No, not quite connecting. Klex is there to recover. Can he get a shot? No, he gets stunned. And it's gonna go back into the neutral zone, into the hands of X, who clears it down field, but the stack is there, and the stack reads it, and the stack does not shoot it because it was a defensive stack, and it's going to go right back where it came from for another stack race, but this will be won by the side of Kraken, as it's going to clear once back into the neutral zone. Zeus now looking to put some points on the board for the side of Gen Z. Platypus now juking around the geometry. It's going to bounce almost in, but not quite, as it's going to get slapped right back on the hands of Zeus now. Just waiting, just biding his time all day, which is certainly a risky play, as there is only 6 minutes remaining, and they're down by 5, but lots of time to score. It's going to be in the hands of Klex. Klex going back to Zeus. Zeus down to Jan. Jan dumping it in, and it's good. 2 points on the board for the side of Gen Z. You love to see it. Back and forth gameplay between these two teams, especially High Diamond. These teams are fighting to get into that ever so elusive Master Division. And Ash is looking to extend their lead. Self-pass there. Unintentional, I think, but it works nonetheless. It's going to go up to X now. X taking a long look, taking a long pass, taking a long, ooh, doesn't quite connect, as it is going to go back down, bouncing low, and into the hands of Jan. Jan getting stunned for his efforts, though, and it's going to be back in the hands of Citrus. Citrus, great job from her so far. Ash now. Ash walking the disc. Ash passing, intercepted by Zeus, as it's going to go back down into Kraken's end for some offensive pressure, but the stacks do overshoot the disc, so the offensive stacks from Gen Z have an opportunity, but not quite quick enough. It's getting cleared back all the way down. That's a good bounce to read, and that's a good shot to follow, but it doesn't find the back of the net, as it's going to go right back in the hands of Jan and back down into the neutral zone, but no, Citrus is there to intercept. Citrus gets stolen, as Zeus is going to pick it up and walk it downfield. No pressure yet. Still 3-point deficit for the side of Gen Z, so they are looking to put some points in the back of the net, and that's why threes are good. Threes win games at the end of the day, but Klex waiting for the cut pass, and no, not finding anybody. Unfortunate, as this play is going to get reset now. But Platypus going long, hitting the dinger as the goalie was stunned. Yeah, oh man, so close, but yet so far, as it's going to go back into the midfield and into the hands of Klex. Klex passing it far up to Zeus. Zeus maybe going for the shot, maybe going for the dunk. He's going to go for the shot, and it's good! 2 more points on the side of Gen Z. 5-4 is the score. Kraken still has the lead. What a game. But this is why threes are so important, As I like to say with Newton Dad, shout out to him, threes plant trees to make the paper, to make the money, to pay the bills. Let's go and win. Kraken making that 3 work for them, as there still is a 1-point lead and lots of time to score more. But GenZ has something to say about that and picks up the disc, clears it all the way down the field. The stack race is there. The stack race is won by GenZ. GenZ, no, gets stunned as Gyler clears it right back where it came from. Tyler now on the offense, looking for their passing options. Walking it in, long pass, not quite connecting, but X is looking to pick it up. He's not going to pick it up. Beyond's going to stun him, but X is going to stun him actually right back, and it's going to float back downfield into the hands of the Klex. A stack and the long 3, taking it right back, 7-5. GenZ takes the lead for the first time in round 1.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Wow, what a back and forth game. 2.5 minutes remaining. Great defense from both these teams, really taking their time and respecting each other. Certainly what you expect to see from teams of this caliber, but it's always great to see when it happens. X, though, with the disc, looking to take back the lead for the side of Kraken, but gets stunned, but gets the clear nevertheless. It's a stack race. Who's there? It is going to be Klex there. Once again on the back line. Great work from him so far, but right back to Tyler. Tyler going for the long shot, not bouncing in, but close. Klex there is there to recover. It's going to go back downfield, but Ash picks it up. Ash taking a look, goes long, goes sideways. Citrus walking it in, the shot's good, it's tied! 2 minutes remaining, 7-7.
12, 11, 10, 9.
What a bullet. 7 meters out, 19 meters a second from Citrus. Absolutely winding it up into the back of the net. You love to see it if you are a Kraken fan. GenZ now has an opportunity to recover with the Joust advantage. Put some more points on the board. The clear is good all the way downfield. Klex is going for the pass, but not quite connecting on the side of GenZ. 1 minute 20 now. It's going to be in the hands of Zeus. Once again on the back line. Great work from GenZ, but gets stunned. And then it gets stunned right back. So it's a multiple turnover. Scramble for the disc. Who's there? It is Platypus. Platypus now going for the pass short, but not connecting, as it is going to get slapped back. But no, Jan's there on the back line. Great job from all these GenZ players on the back line supporting, but that pass wasn't expected, wasn't good. Zeus not there to recover. It's going to be recovered by X. X clearing it downfield. Is that a long 3? Is that a no? Back line play by Klex once again. As it's going to bounce once again into the neutral zone, but it's the side of GenZ, and Kraken is there to recover down to Ash. Ash taking a look now, 50 seconds on the clock. Who's there? It's not Kraken, it's GenZ's knocking, as it's back into Kraken zone. It's a stack race. It's going to be Platypus, not long 3, going for the pass to nobody, as it's not going to connect, but Klex is there looking for the cut, and it's good! Platypus takes the lead for GenZ with 30 seconds on the clock in round 1.
12, 11, 10.
There will be 15 seconds left, I think, or just a little bit less than that, for Kraken to respond. Can they do it? 10 seconds now on the clock. The quick sack coming from GenZ. It's a headbutt. It's a good headbutt. Is he there to recover? No fucking way! I swore! It's a 3! Kraken takes the lead! Oh my gosh!
That's the end.
Whoa!
Orange has it.
What? What? Kraken, you can't do that! You can't do that! What? Oh, man. What a game. What a round 1. Certainly exceeding my expectations for this map. 10 seconds left. Kraken gets the 3, not to go to overtime, but to win it. Wow. What a game so far. Buzzer beater 3 to win it, but you have to add the previous context. GenZ scoring at 2 points to take the lead with 30 seconds left, which means Kraken just had 10 seconds after the countdown to get a 2 to go to overtime, but instead they get a long 3, and it works. Man, what a game. Round 2. Here we come. Kraken looking to take it in 2. GenZ looking to bring it to round 3. I certainly want to see that, but we are going to find out right now. Let me know. What do you guys think in chat? Is Gen Z going to take it to round 3? Is Kraken going to take it in 2? What do you think? Here we go. Kraken cleanly winning the joust, but the headbutt's not going downfield, but it's recovered by their team. It's going to be Tyler on the shot. Misses the net, unfortunately, feeling pressure, as it is going to be Ash picking up the disc now. Ash up to Citrus. Citrus taking a look, cut to Tyler, and Tyler slams it in, as it's going to be an early 2-point lead to the side of Kraken.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Wow. All right. Kraken keeping up their momentum as Gen Z looks to respond here. Lots of time remaining, though. But Kraken certainly showing that momentum boost with the early goal. Long clear. Not going to connect to... Oh, it's going to connect to Klex. Back to Jan. Jan back to Klex, but not aware of the pass there. As it's going to be Klex now once again with the disc. Shooting it into the field, but not connecting. Going back into the hands of Ash. Ash going downfield. It's going to be Platypus now with the disc. Great job on the back line from Gen Z. Repeatedly having this amazing defense. Unfortunately, just one sticking by in the end of last round. But it's going to be now Tyler. Tyler gets stunned. It's almost going to go in, but the backline player is there. Citrus clears it all the way back into the side of Gen Z, and it's a stack race. And it's a stack race that is going to be won by Gen Z. Just barely. But those stuns are making it harder to recover. The bounce shot in the middle, and it's going to be recovered by nobody once again. Just holding on the back line. It's going to be Citrus now. Citrus going for the reset, and it's going to connect to the side of Ash. Looking to slow down the play as they do have a time on their side. 8.5 minutes now. Left on the clock. Back to Citrus. Citrus downfield into the hands of X. X over to Ash. Ash downfield. Not for a long 3. Bouncing off the Geo there. And it is going to go recovered by Jan. Zeus now with the disc, but gets stolen by G Tyler. G Tyler has an open. No, not open 3. Goes for the pass instead. It's going to be X. X going for the cut pass back. And G Tyler gets stunned in the bubble. So it's not going to be slammed in. It'll be slammed in his face instead, as it's going to go back into the neutral zone. Jan bouncing down into the hands of Gen Z. Gen Z looking to put points on the board, and they do! Tying it up here with 7.5 minutes in round 2.
12, 11, 10, 9.
Man, what a back and forth game here in round 2. Gen Z needing to win it to take it to 3. But Kraken will have none of that. Looking to do exactly that right now, as they do have the joust advantage. It's going to get picked up by Ash. Ash getting stunned. It's the stack there. They are. Zeus goes for the shot. No, goes for the pass instead. 1-on-1 and sticks it low. Getting 4 points on the board for Gen Z.
12, 11, 10.
Lots of time remaining, and we've seen already from the side of Kraken
5, 4,
that they are comfortable in high pressure situations, and this is not one, but they do need to get some more points on the board. Looking to respond now, passing downfield to Tyler. Tyler having his options, having his teammate on the ceiling and behind, instead going for the ceiling, but gets intercepted by Zeus, and it's gonna go back into the midfield, into the hands of Ash. Ash clearing it into the midfield. It's gonna get picked up by Citrus now. Citrus, great work from her so far this game, but she is going to get stunned for her efforts, and it's going to be recovered by Ashley once again on the backline by getting stunned as well from the defensive stack. You'd love to see that stack defense, especially from these higher tier teams. And the long 3, not quite good, but the recovery is there. Not quite, but it is going to get picked up by no one yet, as the stuns do come out, making it very difficult. And finally, it is going to go into the hands of Zeus. Now Zeus, long shot, not quite connecting, but he is there to recover. Klex to Jan to the back of the net. Bounce shot. 4 points lead for the side of Gen Z.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Still lots of time on the clock. So Kraken definitely needing to put more points on the board now. Only a 3. A 3 or a 2 would suffice. Or 2 3s. That would also suffice for them to take the lead. And they're certainly looking to do exactly that. Citrus back down to Tyler. Tyler for the reset pass to XX. Taking a look up. No. Zeus now with the disc. Zeus walking upfield. Long shot. And, oh, just barely missing. But they are going to be there to recover. And gets the 3 in from just outside of the bubble. That looked quick. Good shot. Now taking a 7-point lead. Certainly commanding lead here in round 2 from the side of Gen Z.
8,
Kraken still looking to reply to the pressure of Gen Z. And they're just going to play their game, taking all that time in the world, which is what we love to see. Tyler not quite connecting, but the bounce pass, actually. What a nice nifty pass, whether intentional or not. But Citrus doesn't have a moment to think as Yon's going to yank it from her hands, and it's going to go yanked right back by Ash. Ash taking a look, seeing their options, as it is going to just be walked in, and the shot's good. Wow, what a play by Ash, as it is going to be a 5-point game.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Gen Z looking to extend their lead now, as it is going to get picked up by Zeus. Zeus up to Flex, the quick pass there, and down to Platypus. Nobody's biting, though. It's a long clear, long pass to Yon. Yon's just going for the reset once again, but no, doesn't quite connect. But the stack will be there to recover. Flex, great job from him so far on the backline. It's going to bounce upfield into the hands of Ash, and Ash is just going to clear right back where it came from, but the stack is there. It's a stack race. Who's there first? It's nobody, as everyone gets stunned, but it will be Tyler cleaning up with another 2 points on the board. 9-6 is the score on the side of Gen Z.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
And I love seeing round threes in these games. And this certainly is looking good for the side of Gen Z, but Kraken's still fiery. And they are looking to take this in too. Still 3.5 minutes left on the clock. Lots of time for them to do exactly that as the stuns do come out. And they are there to recover there in the midfield. Kraken taking a look. Specifically Tyler going upfield pass, not quite connecting to Citrus as there was intercepted and going to be cleared all the way right back, not quite bouncing in, but they are, oh no, they were to cover, but gets stolen by Citrus, out of the hands, looking for the 2 or 3 even, but it's going to be back and forth now. Scramble, Tyler wins that at the end of the day. It's going to get cleared all the way downfield. Is that a shot? Is that good? No, but they're there to recover. X's, now it's a 1-point game.
12, 11, 10, 9,
Wow, what a game. Kraken turning on in the second half of round 2, looking to take this game in 2, saying, no, I am the higher seeded team. I will win. And Gen Z says, let's see what they can do here to make it to round 3. The passes are good. The passes are connecting. Yon one-on-one as the defenders do come in, but dogs around and slams it in to take back a commanding 3-point lead. It's still a 1-goal game.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
2 minutes left on the clock. 3 points behind Kraken. Need to get Kraken. Oh, what a terrible pun. But X now with the disc, clearing it downfield into the hands of Yon there. Great work from both these teams, having really fast stacks, and that's definitely a great recovery from his side. Zeus now going for the pass, but gets stunned out, so no one is there to recover. He's gonna get stunned back into the bubble though. Into the hands of Ash. Ash baiting around, but getting stolen. Platypus trying to slip it in. No, not working. Gets stunned for their efforts. As it's gonna go bounce into the midfield. Platypus now clearing low. Pass to Klex. Klex gets stunned. Tyler now with it, just looking to respond. Long clear. Ooh, hits the Geo unfavorably. So the stack will not be there to recover, but the stack was ready. It's going to go back now in the hands of Citrus. Citrus getting stunned. Citrus not recovering, but Ash is there. Stunned right back. Stolen. Back and forth game. Who's there? It is going to be Kraken defenders as they are looking to clear it out into the hands. 1 minute now. Ash long clear, but into the hands of Zeus there on the back line. 50 seconds now. Flex gets intercepted by Citrus. Citrus absolutely dominant in these couple rounds, but still behind by 3, so they do need to get another 3-pointer of Dreams. X going for it. Long shot, but bounces off the Geo, and they are there to recover, so they get 2 points. It's a 1-point game. We've been here before, folks. We've been here before. All right, 20 seconds on the clock. Can Gen Z take it to round 3? Will Kraken take it in 2? Oh, man. The juice is out. The juice is fast, but he dodges it. Great job on the back line from Klex up to Yon. Yon to Platypus. Platypus for the clear, but not connecting. Ash now, 10 seconds on the clock. Citrus all the way down to Tyler. Tyler Taking a look now, 5 seconds. Passing over to X. X, the net's open! Is he going for the pass? Shot! No! Oh, hit the post! No! Kraken not able to take it in 2. Almost tumbling in clutch 2 rounds in a row. But GenZ says, let's take it to round 3, and that we shall. What a game. That was close as Grumpy's dream. Let me know, Brian, who do you think is going to win this game? GenZ or Kraken? I don't know. These teams are looking so great. Both rounds, absolutely banger of a match. Assists are about even, a little bit favoring GenZ. Shots are a little bit favoring Kraken, but man, what a back and forth game. Both the backline standing on their heads, stuns coming out, tons of stuns so far. 87 and 72 respectively for Kraken and GenZ, but man, what a match. What a game. Mosky saying GenZ is going to take it. Let me know if you guys agree with that based off the connoisseur votes. Although half the time I feel like they are random. 73 people are favoring Kraken, okay? 5 people are favoring GenZ. 5. And of the 5 people favoring GenZ, I think 3 of them are on the team. So, Kraken is the favorite. Let's see if they can pull it away, or if GenZ is going to pull up the upset with a great underdog story to get higher seeded to maybe, with the last few weeks left, sneak into the Challenger Cup. Let's see if they can do it as the GenZs win the joust here in round 3. It's going to get picked up, not by anybody, though. It's still floating. Eventually going to get into the hands of Platypus. Platypus cut pass saved by Citrus. Great job there on the back line, on the goalie, as it's going to be picked up by Platypus, looking to continue that offense. Goes for the reset, buy some time, buy some space, as Jan's going to pass it up to Klex. Now Klex 2-on-1, and the shot is good. GenZ getting points on the board first.
12, 11.
Mosky saying, I want to see an upset. Man, I don't know. This game is so hype. I think there's not much more you can ask for. But maybe you can. GenZ, let's see what they can do. Kraken looking to respond, though. Still lots of time on the clock. It's going to be Ash picking up the disc. Going for the clear. Passing to X, but X is covered by 2 defenders as Zeus is going to pick it up. Zeus up to Klex as the rotations do come in, as it's going to be a long cut pass. Platypus slamming it in. 4 points on the board for GenZ. A minute in.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
What a match.
5.
Kraken, we've been in this position before, and they came back and won it in round 1. Let's see if they can do the same here, as it's going to be Ash once again picking up the disc on the QB, just floating upfield. No one's pressuring, respecting their prey, but it's going to be intercepted and picked up by Zeus. Zeus getting stolen by Ash. What a save! As it's going to go right back to Platypus. Platypus taking a look, going for the pass to Klex, but Klex right back to Platypus. Platypus, no, getting defended. Tyler slapping it out, but not quite where he wanted it to go, as it's going to hit the Geo, and it's going to be race to the disc. Who's there first? It's going to be Klex. Klex slamming it, but into the hands of Tyler, and the stack of Tyler and X. Now they are stacking. Is that a bounce shot? No, it's not recovered. That's not recovered where they want it to be, but it's recovered nonetheless. Ash putting 2 in for the side of Kraken. Yeah, definitely nice dribble and recovery. But, man, what a game so far. Can Kraken take it? Can GenZ have the reverse sweep? We're going to find out right now as Zeus picks up the disc. Zeus, I want a Platypus. Platypus downfield. But it's going to bounce. Oh my gosh, it's going to bounce in the hands of Jan. Jan, Kinsey going to take the shot. He is! Whoa, lower pocket, and it's good. 2 points. 6-2 is the score for GenZ.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
What a match. Can GenZ do it? Still 7 minutes left on the clock. But there is lots of time remaining for both these teams. Ash now picks up the disc. Ash, pass over to Citrus. Great job from her. Citrus just bouncing it downfield into the hands of Tyler. Great recovery. That's a long shot. Bounce pass. No, hits the post. Oh, as Jan's going to pick it up and clear it right back where it came from. Into the hands of Klex. Klex going downfield. Long shot. Long bounce. And it's going to be recovered by Tyler, though. Really back and forth gameplay here in the middle of this round 3. Now bouncing low. Zeus with the disc. Zeus getting stunned. Ash picking up the disc. Long shot, long bounce, and the recovery is there. No! Missing the net just barely as it's going to go back downfield once again. Absolutely back and forth of a match, but that's going to be good as Klex sinks the 3, extending Gen Z's lead to 7.
12, 11, 10, 9,
Wow.
8,
Gen Z looking good here in the first half of round 3. Can they do the reverse sweep? Can they up their position to get into the top 3 or 4? I don't remember. To get to the Challengers Cup. But that's certainly not going to help with the pass across to Platypus. 1-on-1, and the shot is good. 2 more points on the board for Gen Z, looking dominant here in the mid-game.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
This is what we love to see, man. Games like this, back and forth, it's so close. Although the score isn't there, we know that both these teams are playing so close and so well. Kraken just needs to get that final touch and get in the back of the net, but that's not going to help. Klex going for a long shot again. It's going to not bounce in, but are they there to recover? No, they're not, as it's going to go right back into the hands of, no one yet. Scrambling still for the disc, as it's eventually going to get slapped upfield for the side of Gen Z, but Ash is there to recover. Ash going all the way down, and no, it's bouncing off unfavorably on the Geo. On Nest, as it's called, but the pounce pass is to nobody. It's just going to get slapped out by the side of Gen Z. Right back into the midfield. Right back into the hands of Ash. Great job on the back line so far this game. Going to be passed up to Tyler. Tyler over to X. X going for the jukes. Going for the cut. See, Tyler finishes the job. 4 points on the board now for Kraken with still half the game remaining.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
What a game. Kraken, we've seen them come from behind before. Can they do it again? Gen Z's looking to take it. Who is going to win? Only one team can for all the marbles. It's going to be Klex picking up the disc. Long 3. No, missing and just shy of the goal. Great recovery there on the back line from Ash. Ash all the way back to the midfield into the hands of Zeus. Zeus now going low. Klex now with the disc. Klex going right back high. And it's not connecting to their teammates. As it's going to go right back, and it's going to be recovered by Ash. Great stack from her. Stack going all the way. No, not bouncing in, but it's going to be recovered by Platypus. Platypus going downfield again. In the hands of Klex. Klex getting stunned. Tyler with the disc. Tyler, bounce pass, bounce shot. Not quite sure. Nevertheless, it's still going to be stuck in Gen Z's zone. As it's going to get picked up by Tyler. Tyler getting stolen from and stunned for their efforts as Klex is going to pick it up. Klex clearing it backfield, but the stacks are good from Kraken. Recovering on the back line as it is going to be walked right back where it came from. And all the way deep. It's a stack race, but it's won cleanly by Platypus on the side of Gen Z. Going to go low now. 3.5 minutes on the clock. They do have less and less time, and this is not going to help. Offensive bubble pressure now. Cut pass to Platypus. Platypus! Oh, not going in. I'm not sure if he hit the post or not, as it is going to bounce right back into the hands of Tyler, and Tyler going downfield. The stacks are there, but the stack from Platypus on Gen Z is a little bit faster for there to recover. It's going to go low now. Platypus clearing it downfield. That's not a shot, but that's a good bounce to read, and it's going to be red. No, it's not going to be red, as it's going to bounce out of the bubble and into the hands of Jan. Jan going across, but it's not going to be into the hands of anybody, as it's still bouncing back and forth right back into where it came from, the hands of Jan. And Jan's going to now pass it to Zeus. Zeus walking upfield. Looking to get some pressure on the time. 2.5 minutes remaining. It's going to be Klex. Klex finding the post once again. And it's going to be Platypus there to recover. Platypus, Jan, bounce. No! As it's going to go right back out of the bubble into the neutral zone. It's going to be recovered once again by Jan. Unrelenting offense. Here's Zeus now with the disc. Zeus to Klex. Klex stunned as it's going to get picked up by X. Oh man, all these games on X getting picked up by Klex once again. Still in the midfield. Citrus, though, finally is able to clear it and get some space, but on the back line is Zeus. Zeus picking up the disc now with 2 defenders baited out. It's going to be going for some quick passes. Jan down to Klex. Klex for the shot. Oh, Tyler getting a piece of it, but not enough, as they are going to extend their lead to 9. 2 minutes remaining. Mosky, are you going to be right? Will Gen Z take it? We are certainly looking that way, but never say never from this Kraken team. as we certainly saw in round 1. Can they do it again? Let's see if they can. X with the disc, but no, gets stunned out by Zeus. Zeus downfield, not connecting to anybody. Bounce on the post. Shot, post! Man, so many posts in this game from the side of GenZ. And Kraken, for that matter. Now the disc is just floating just outside the bubble. Platypus now picking up the disc. Platypus dodging around 1, dodging around 2. Gets stunned, though. Citrus, not Citrus. Plex with the disc. Plex, yawn. Back to Citrus, or Klex, rather. But not connecting. It's going to be a good clear downfield. Bouncing, hard to read. It's a stack race. Who's winning it? It's not going to be... It's going to be Platypus. Oh, man. 1 minute now on the clock. I don't know if there's enough time to score, but there still is lots of time to score more points. That's a long pass, long shot, but Ash is there on the back line for the side of Kraken. Kraken clearing it downfield. They want to get some points on the board, and it's going to be bounced low. Citrus there with this long 3, and the shot is good. 48 seconds. That goal. It's a 2-goal game. I don't know, man. Is there time? I don't think so. But, you know, never say never. I've been proven wrong before. So, I don't know. Quick goal. Like, if this goal is like 5 seconds, maybe it's possible. Let's see what they can do. Fast stacks coming from the side of Kraken, but Kraken's having none of it, or GenZ's having none of it. It's a pass, but no one's there. It's going to be Citrus recovering, but getting stunned as Platypus is going to pick up the disc, getting stunned right back. X, though, no, going for the reset with 15 seconds left. This game is out of reach. GenZ with the reverse sweep as Tyler goes for the cut pass. X, no, not connecting as Jan clears it downfield. 5 seconds now. GenZ takes it. Long shot, not good. But this game, this matchup has been amazing. What a round 1, coming in clutch on the side of Kraken. But GenZ taking the rounds 2 and 3 as they just absolutely dominate this matchup. That is a good matchup to win for the side of GenZ. Definitely the underdogs coming in here. Also ranked 17th compared to Kraken's 14th. So that certainly will help for seeding on the ladder to get into the Challenger Cup here in just a few weeks. So that's a dominant good win you want to see if you are a GenZ fan. But what a game. What a game. Mosky says GenZ came out fierce and aggressive on the Josts. Definitely on D-Josts. Yes, defensive plays were really, really good from GenZ and both these teams. But don't go too far away. We are going to stop the stream here as we have another game. We have a triple header, technically a quadruple header for you. But Newton Data and I are not going to go too far away as we do have another game. And we have a game you want to watch. It is Mexicans in the Mist against Rendezvous. Another diamond matchup here in just 25 minutes. And after that, to finish off the night, we have Illumiduty against 7 here on Channel 2. But that is all for now. I'm your host, Luke, and with me on cams is Newton Dad. Huge shout out to him, and thank you all for taking the time out of your day, week, month, year, life to watch this game we all know and love, Echo Arena, and watching it in the VRML. Until next time, see ya.
We're underway.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.